We still here. We still at. That's that Takoma Park van right there. Out doing surveillance work in Prince George's County, ladies and gentlemen. Taxpayers of Takoma Park. This is what goes on when you show corruption in your little town. They try to intimidate you and harass you. That van right there is a Takoma Park van sitting over there. He watching me watch him. It's a sad day in America when you got a butthurt government. But it goes back to this, ladies and gentlemen, free people. We have a lot of cowards in this country, that have just given up. They're worthless in America. Worthless. Let me set this up so I'll see how long he wants to sit here and watch me. Let me set this up, y'all. But the thing is, we got a lot of cowards in this country. And in this country, we got people who are just sheep going to the slaughterhouse. They will follow anything. They will do anything because they stand for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Hold on for a minute. They stand for nothing, y'all. There you go right there, y'all. There you go right there. Look at him. He getting back in the truck now. He walked around the truck, now he back in it again. But they stand for nothing. And they big corporations, big businesses, the insurance companies, they use these cowards for their agenda. And if you don't believe me, go Google what I'm saying. Go Google how the traffic laws or rules came into effect to try to tell free people how to travel. I tell people this all the time. It's like the Second Amendment. Every citizen in America has a right to bear arms. If you choose to walk around the streets with a bazooka, you have that right to do so. And no government agency or the police can tell you what to do, and they can't even get involved until you use that bazooka, and they have to investigate, did you use it the right way, lawfully. This is what their forefathers wrote. But due to the fact is, big businesses and corporations manipulated the Second Amendment saying, you need a license to carry a gun, or you can't carry an automatic weapon. That's not what the Second Amendment says. Everybody has a right to bear arms. The word arms, look it up, means anything to keep an aggressor off of you, to defend yourself against an aggressor. Only after you use it does the government and law enforcement is supposed to get involved. That's the same thing that I tried to explain to this judge, but he didn't want to hear the whole thing because he knew what he was saying was foolishness. And that's why I laughed about it. He says, if a citizen is speeding down the street, is it unlawful? No, it is not. Only after he gets involved in an accident or hits somebody. Hold on a minute, man. This is ridiculous. Every time I get ready to record, somebody want to call me. Hello?
Yeah, I mean, for, I need a 3 or
2.
Okay, so that's fine.
All right. Only after this individual speeding down the street gets involved in the accident, then the government, law enforcement comes along to see if there was a criminal act. Okay? But he didn't want to hear that. As soon as I said it's up to the people, and then he interpret that as saying that it's up to the government. And this is how they manipulate stuff. No government can tell you how to travel. No government can tell you you must register your private property with a government agency or a business. But this is how the insurance company does it. It plays on your intelligence. They go out, they show you all these films, all these people getting killed, and then they say, well, we need this, we need that. Instead of prosecuting the people who did what they did, they try to put it on everybody. And this is why your insurance goes up so much. You go into the motor vehicle department, free people, and you pay for those tags, you pay for that driver's license. They are now your property when they took the currency from you. That's like going into Walmart and buying a 50-inch TV, and Walmart tells you what room you can put it in. He's leaving now, y'all. What room you can put it in, what you can watch on TV. Doesn't happen. You see the logo on his truck? Look at him. He can't even drive. He bumping all into the curb. But taxpayers, we're in Prince George's County, and this dude, look at him, just following. I mean, I don't know if they think they're intimidating me. I don't get intimidated. And you're going to see that when the 21st comes, because I'll take that vacation a year, 6 months to relax and find out what really goes on in the criminal court, in the criminal jails of Montgomery County, the corporation of Montgomery County. Oh, and for you bootlickers, I want y'all to look at my new tow truck. Just went out and got it. I'm working on it. See my tow truck, y'all? This is my tow truck. Woo woo! For all you bootlickers out there that think, oh, I worry about 3 little vehicles. But getting back to free people, we got to stand up and put a stop to this foolishness. It's just like what went on in Memphis, LA, the killing of this young man. If you watch the video, these were packs of wild animals because they have immunity and they have the backing of the judges and the prosecutors. I mean, if you get a chance, Google the young man that died in Memphis and the one that died in LA who was tased. As long as they have immunity, these individuals feel that they can do what they want to do. Okay? Because they are manipulating the law. These judges, just like the one I went to before on the 31st, I filed a motion of clarity, and it takes me go all the way to the day of the trial for him to answer my motion. Never heard of it in my life. And then they changed the title, talking about I'm asking for relief. I'm not asking for relief. We're going to take this all the way. And then we're going to seek criminal charges with the Justice Department to see if they do their job, the FBI and the Justice. Because under Title 18, U.S. Code, Section 242, when you willfully and knowingly violate someone's constitutional right, it becomes a criminal matter. And if you're a prosecutor and a judge, you should know what the law is and what people's rights are. This is the same judge I came before who said I could not get a jury trial for 60 days, 90 days, when I came before him with the trespassing thing from Takoma Park. They sent it all the way back to Silver Spring and they dismissed it, which was a violation of my rights to a jury trial. Well, I've already filed my complaint with the Justice Department on that against this judge. I want his bar license and I want him terminated and criminal charges. But free people, I know they're not going to do that because it is a hive, a cesspool of corruption. But the problem is this: I'm here to wake you up and understand that these individuals are trying to take your rights away from you daily. And when you don't do what they say, what happened in Memphis, LA, and across the country, this is what happens to you. They kill you. They beat you. And then they try to make excuses. These same officers in Memphis, cases are coming up now. There's a gentleman, I think he said 3 days before they killed this young man, these same officers pulled a gun, put it to his head, and did the same bullshit. And the only reason these government officials are coming out now is because this young man died. And it takes a death for them to come out and try to sugarcoat shit. And people, all that talking about no justice, no peace, that shit don't play it out. These individuals don't give a fuck about that saying no more. It is time to act. It is time to boycott. It is time to vote these individuals. The problem is this. You got to make them feel that they're going to lose something. And if you make them lose their jobs where they're making that money or that status, they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They got into a church. Go Google it. A church with the young man and all the government officials. And they're talking. And they had the man's family was the last to come. He announced that they were there at this church protesting. But they gave all their names and their titles. That's what they love. The paycheck and the title and the power. Start taking that away from them. And I guarantee you, take immunity, qualified immunity away from them, and they'll fall into position and do what they're supposed to do because they don't want to lose their job. They're addicted to that power and that title. And that's what's about to happen here in Montgomery County. And to you bootlickers, oh, he's going to lose his case. If you think I have faith in the Circuit Court of Montgomery County and the State Attorney's Office, you're sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. You remember? I've already said it is a terrorist hive. The Circuit Court and the District Court in Rockville, Maryland. So I definitely don't have no trust in the justice system in the state of Maryland. But we're going to push this all the way up to the highest court in the land, who's already ruled on this. But I'm telling you people, just like the Americans helped the Germans round up the Jewish people, they're doing it now with your information, violating your Fourth Amendment right. And the judge said, the administrative judge of the Circuit Court, well, it's not guaranteed all the time. You hear what I'm saying? That's what he said. And I'm going to get the recording. You know, it took this long for me to get the body cam footage because I went to Takoma Park under Freedom of Information to try to get it. They refused to get it. But like I say, it takes me to go into a criminal case to get shit. I'll do that. And that's what I did. Now you see the video. This individual was called off duty to come and stop me. To stop me from traveling. And the funny thing about it, I travel by them all the time. And you're going to see recordings of me pulling into a gas station, me down at the AutoZone, or me over there when driving up down Highway 650. They see me all the time. Until this issue came about, and they knew they couldn't scare me, this is just another tactic. So all you bootlickers out there, nobody cares about what you're saying. Because they already know you're useless. Your children, your mother, your people know that you're useless. So when you write these stupid comments, and most of them are probably law enforcement and government officials, I care less about it. Wait till the end of this come. If I go in, I'll go in to the correction center and find out and get more evidence and more people to come out and do recordings of the corruption within this correctional facility in the corporation of Montgomery County. So let's do this. I don't fear being locked up. Done that. Been there. You see, I'm not one of these individuals who get on the train and go get gas somewhere. I stand up for something. In America and people of Takoma Park, this is what you need to do. Nothing has changed in your town. The only thing changed, they put another corrupted criminal as your mayor. Stand by. This is going to get real interesting.